Welcome again. So happy to meet you in a new episode of our program for First Prep for English Language under the supervision of the Ministry of Education. أهلا بكم أعزائي الطلبة مرة تانية في حلقة جديدة من حلقات برنامجنا للصف الأول الإعدادي للغة الإنجليزية تحت رعاية وإشراف وزارة التربية والتعليم. Today we are going to complete Unit 9, Adventure, okay? And we are going to talk about the different types of activities which we can do to live adventurous life. And we will talk about the reflexive pronouns and how can we use them in a sentence. تمام? Let's start our episode. Okay, let's start our episode by the reading part. And today we are going to read the postcard. What is the meaning of the postcard? A postcard, it's a card on a very strong paper in which I can have a picture on a side of this paper, and in the other side I have a description of about this picture. تمام؟ طيب, let's read the postcard, and after that we have to decide which activity are they going to do tomorrow. We have the rock climbing or the trekking or the zip lining. تمام? We will choose after reading the postcard. Dear Grandma, we are really enjoying ourselves on holiday in South Africa. يبقى they were in South Africa. South Africa اللي هي دولة جنوب أفريقيا. It's beautiful here and there is a lot to do. It's very beautiful here. البلد هنا جميلة جدا. And there is a lot to do. We have a lot of activities and a lot of things which we can do. Yesterday was an adventure. كانت مغامرة. We went trekking in the mountains. It was sunny when we started, but when we got to the top of the mountain, we saw dark clouds. إحنا كنا مبسوطين جدا لما عملنا trekking في الماونتن, and it was sunny when we started. كان الجو sunny. What is the meaning of the word sunny? From the word sun. يبقى مشمس. Sunny. To describe the atmosphere or to describe the weather, it's sunny. It means إن هو مشمس. When we started, but when we got to the top of the mountain, لما وصلنا للtop of the mountain, لأعلى قمة الجبل, we saw dark clouds. شفنا سحب غامقة. On the way down, وإحنا في طريقنا للنزول, the rain started. المطر بدأ. Then there was a storm. What is the meaning of the word storm? Storm اللي هي disturbance of the atmosphere or the extreme conditions of weather. يعني إيه؟ يعني when I have heavy rain, when I have strong winds, thunder, lightning, يبقى it's a storm. A disturbance of the atmosphere. يعني اضطراب في الجو أو extreme conditions, ظروف جوية قاسية في وقت معين. الستورم اللي هي العاصفة. On the way down, the rain started, then there was a storm. The rocks were wet. الصخور بدأت تبقى مبللة. And تامر fell over. وللأسف تامر وقع. And hurt himself وأذى نفسه. But it's okay. تمام, الحمد لله. It's alright. ما حصلش حاجة خطيرة. His leg is better today. رجله أحسن دلوقتي. And tomorrow the weather is going to be better. وإحنا عرفنا إن الجو هيبتدي يتحسن. So we are going to try zip lining. I'm a bit frightened but I'm excited too. عشان كده إحنا جربنا اتفقنا إن بكرة هنجرب الزيب lining. And I'm a bit frightened. للأسف I'm terrified or afraid. خايفة. But I'm excited too. See you soon, داليا. أشوفك قريب يا داليا. يبقى هنا they are mainly talking about which activity. هما كانوا فعلا بيتكلموا على ايه؟ الزيب لايننج. تمام؟ Okay. Read again and choose the correct answer. After reading this text or after reading this postcard, let's choose بقى the correct answer from here. Dalia is on holiday in Egypt, South Africa, Oman, South America. هي كانت فين؟ Of course هي excellent في South Africa, في جنوب أفريقيا. At the start of the trek, the weather was إيه؟ لما بدأنا التريكينج, when we went trekking, at first the weather was It was very sunny. فعلا في الأول كان إيه؟ كان very sunny. كان مشمس جدا. But when they reached the top of the mountain, they saw some dark clouds. بدأوا يشوفوا سحب غامقة. تامر hurt his إيه؟ When he fell over. هو لما وقع. He hurt his excellent arm ولا head ولا leg or finger. Of course he hurt his leg. أذى رجله. هي she predicts إن الجو بكرة هيبقى إيه؟ excellent is better. هيبقى will be better. هيتحسن. طيب داليا wants to ولا doesn't want to ولا will not ولا didn't go ziplining. هي كانت إيه؟ excellent. she wants to. هي كانت نفسها تعمل الزيبلايننج. طيب let's look at this table بقى. In this table we have the noun and the adjective of the conditions of the atmosphere. تمام؟ أو conditions of the weather. يعني إحنا عندنا الجدول ده فيه الأسماء والadjectives من الظروف أو الظروف الجوية. طيب complete the table. Which letter or which letters do you add to make the adjectives? Let's check. If I want to change the word rain, for example, to describe the weather, عشان أوصف بيها الجو، أقول الجو ممطر. What should I add? I had to add إيه؟ Excellent. It will be from rain to rainy. From rain to rainy. يبقى if I want to describe the weather that it's rainy, يعني معناه إن هو ممطر. تمام؟ sun, I'll change it to the adjective, تبقى sunny. But please, look at this word sunny. Here we have A. We have doubled the A, then N. Why we have doubled the N? Because if I have a word ends with a consonant and it's preceded by a vowel, I have to double the consonant if I want to add a suffix. تمام؟ يبقى sunny. Cloud, super, cloudy. Wind يعني رياح. الادجective it will be windy. Snow, what is the meaning of the word snow? التلج. If I want to describe the weather with this word, I have to change it to the adjective. يبقى it will be snowy. Snowy. Storm, احنا قلنا الستورم اللي هو disturbance of the atmosphere or of the weather. الستورم العاصفة. It will be stormy. تمام؟ Fog. What is the meaning of the word fog? Fog, when the air full of some small particles of vapor or of water. تمام؟ الفog اللي هو الضباب. So if I want to describe the weather, I'll say foggy. الجو ضبابي. في ضباب. طيب. Let's answer بقى the previous question. احنا قلنا which letter I can add to change these conditions from the noun to the adjectives. ايه letter الحرف اللي ممكن اضيفه to change them from noun to adjective. Excellent. Have a look كده, have a quick look. Of course it's the Y. We add a letter Y. احنا ضفنا هنا letter أو suffix Y. تمام؟ طيب. Listen to the description from A to D, which describes the photo. Look at this photo in front of you. Can you describe the weather in this photo? Yes, it's sunny. Okay, it's very sunny. But I can see what? I can see some clouds over the mountain, over the far mountain in front of us. تمام؟ طيب, let's read بقى the descriptions to check which one will be suitable for this picture. It's very sunny and there aren't any clouds in the sky. I think it's very hot today. الجو sunny جدا بس there aren't any clouds. If the sky in front of you are clear, احنا قلنا we can see some clouds. Okay. There are lots of clouds and they are very dark. I think that there is going to be a storm. Do you think that the picture in front of you shows a storm? تقريبا في عاصفة? Of course not. طيب. It's a sunny day, but there are some clouds in the sky above the mountain. I think it's quite hot. We will see. It's very foggy. I think it's raining. It looks cold and wet. Do you think that the weather here is foggy? No, it's very clear. يبقى which description can describe this photo in front of you? Excellent. Of course, it's letter C. Excellent. It's a sunny day, but there are some clouds in the sky above the mountain. I think it's quite hot. Got it? Okay. طيب. Here بقى let's play كده a guessing game. Okay? Let's try to guess something in the speaking part. It's very windy and there are gray clouds. I think it's a storm. Here we have some sentences and after that we will have some pictures and we have to guess which sentence is suitable for which picture. طيب, it's very windy. الجو مليء بالرياح and there are gray clouds ومليء بالgray clouds بالسحب الغامقة. I think it's a storm. أعتقد إن دي عاصفة. It's very sunny and there aren't any clouds in the sky. I think it's a very hot day. On the contrary بقى على العكس, it's very sunny. أنا شايفة إن الجو مشمس جدا and there aren't any clouds. مفيش أي سحب. It's very clear in the sky. I think it's a very hot day. أعتقد إن اليوم ده هيبقى يوم حر. Number 3, it's a bit foggy. I don't think it's very hot. It's a bit foggy. إحنا قلنا the meaning of the word foggy when the weather or when the air full of small particles of vapor. لما الجو بيبقى مليان ضباب. It's a bit foggy. أعتقد اللي هو إن هو ضبابي شوية. I don't think it's very hot. طيب, look at the 3 pictures in front of you. Can you guess which sentence is suitable for which picture? Of course, it's so easy. Let's check كده together. Excellent. Number 1, it's very windy. الموج عالي. It's very windy. مليان بالرياح. And there are gray clouds. Look at the sky in the first picture. Excellent. It's very cloudy. It's full of clouds. And I think it's a storm. Number 2, it's very sunny and there aren't any clouds in the sky. It's a picture of desert. هي صورة صحراء. It's very sunny and it's very hot. Excellent. يبقى sentence number 2 with the picture of the desert. And the last sentence, it's a bit foggy. I don't think it's very hot. Of course, it's in the third picture here because I can see clearly here it's very foggy. تمام? Let's move to something else. Okay. Now we are going to explain the grammar part. And today we have the reflexive pronouns. But to be able to explain it better, let's go to the glassboard to explain it. Let's go. Welcome again. Today we are going to talk in our grammar part about the reflexive pronouns. And when I say reflexive, it comes from the word reflection. يعني إيه reflection؟ يعني انعكاس. When I say I can see my reflection in the mirror, it means what? يعني أنا بشوف انعكاسي في الميرور. طيب, my reflection and my real image or my real body have the same picture, have the same image. الاتنين are similar or identical. Reflection. خلاص, انعكاس. وده اللي بيحصل في reflexive pronouns. When I want to when I have a sentence with the object and the subject are the same, when the subject and the object are the same in the sentence, I can use the reflexive pronouns. أقدر أستخدم reflexive pronouns. طيب, أو بمعنى تاني, when I want to refer back to the subject, لما أكون عايزة أشير تاني للسبجكت. طيب, زي إيه؟ When I say, when I look to myself in the mirror, I look to myself in the mirror. خلينا نقول I look to myself in the mirror. What is the object in this sentence? I السبجكت، look الverb طبعا، to myself الobject. I look to myself. خلاص؟ يبقى في الحالة دي الobject اللي هو to myself والسبجكت اللي هو I are the same. تمام؟ أنا ونفسي. أوكي؟ طيب حاجة تانية، لما أقول أحمد enjoyed himself. يعني إيه؟ يعني أحمد بيعرف يمتع نفسه، بيعرف يبسط نفسه. السبجكت أحمد والأوبجكت himself the same، الاتنين similar، أحمد وhimself. أوكي؟ طيب لو جيت أقول دينا made herself a sandwich. معناه إيه؟ إن دينا عملت لنفسها ساندويتش. دينا السبجكت اللي هو she made الverb and herself is the object. عملت لنفسها. تمام؟ أوكي. يبقى in general كده أنا بستخدم ال reflexive pronouns when I have a sentence أو when the object and the subject of the sentence are the same. الاتنين زي بعض. تمام؟ or to refer back to the subject أو إن أنا بشير للsubject of this sentence. طيب what are the reflexive pronouns I have؟ عندنا كتير. عندنا مثلا I هتبقى myself، he هتبقى himself، she herself، you yourself. وخلوا بالكم هنا ممكن you تبقى yourself أو yourselves. ليه؟ according أنا بتكلم على you هنا ده singular، أنا بخاطب شخص واحد، ولا I'm talking to a group. يبقى you ممكن تبقى yourself أو yourselves. تمام؟ إيه تاني؟ they them selves and we our selves. And the last thing we have it هتبقى itself. تمام؟ يبقى these are the reflexive pronouns which I can use when I have a sentence السبجكت والobject the same. تمام؟ أو لو عايزة أشير للسبجكت اللي أنا I was talking about. Got this information? Thank you so much, and let's come back to the desk to answer some exercises. Let's go. Let's answer some exercises كده to check our understanding about the reflexive pronouns. Complete the sentences with the reflexive pronouns from the books. Herself يعني نفسها، himself نفسه، myself بنفسي، ourselves بأنفسنا، yourself بنفسك. Okay? طيب. Let's start. We enjoyed when we went sailing. We have to check the subject of this sentence. What is the subject of this sentence? We يعني إحنا قلنا reflexive when if I want to use a reflexive pronoun it should be السبجكت والobject same، لازم يبقوا the same. تمام؟ We enjoyed excellent ourselves. إحنا متعنا نفسنا when we went sailing لما رحنا للإبحار. Sammy came out of the sea and dried with a towel. What's the meaning of a towel? A towel, a piece of cloth which I can use to dry my face, to dry my body after shower or after washing my face. التاول اللي هي الفوطة. تمام؟ يبقى سامي came out of the sea and dried. سامي ده إيه؟ The subject here is he. سامي boy. Okay? يبقى I have to use the same reflexive pronoun اللي هو هيبقى himself. سامي came out of the sea and dried himself with the towel. I made space some salad for lunch. I made السبجكت I يبقى I made myself. أنا عملت لنفسي some salad for lunch. بعد السلطة في الغداء. Maya taught space to speak French. What's the meaning of the word taught? Taught is the past form of the verb teach. يعني يعلم. Maya taught. Maya is a girl. يعني البروناون السبجكت pronoun هنا she. يبقى Maya taught herself. Excellent. Maya taught herself to speak French. هي علمت نفسها ازاي تتكلم French. Would you like to make space a cup of tea? Would you أنا بسألك أنت would you like to make a cup of tea؟ يبقى would you like to make yourself a cup of tea؟ تحب تعمل لنفسك فنجان شاي؟ يبقى would you like to make yourself a cup of tea? Okay, I think now we have reached the end of our session. I hope that you enjoyed the session today and that you got all the information we have covered. See you next time, inshallah. Bye.